It appears that they are worshiping their ancestor through a false representation and a false name, which derives and goes back to the attributes of their creation, Esau. So the name Esau became Jesus, and the Son of Man miraculously transformed from a dark skinned Judite to an Edomite. There had to be something like, hold up. They worship all these other beings in scripture, or the prolonged spirits of these beings in scripture that were against the Most High and his people through other deities today. So why aren't they doing the same thing with Esau, who is the progenitor of their race? Are they not fulfilling all the things that Esau was supposed to do in Genesis 27 on? To make war with his brother, to kill his brother. All right, let me get off of this and let's continue to something else. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Okay, we touched on that already. We already got rid of that guy. Talking about Esau had murky colored dark skin. Demon. All right. So here we have. Now this is actually a blog, and this is actually a blog that somebody put. It says forumbiblediscussion.com. All right. So I jumped down to. Let's see. How far we at from the top? Let me mark this guy. This guy is senior member of Sagittarius, 11/25/2012. All right, let's jump to the top real quick and see what these guys are talking about. All right. He says, I found Malachi's story very interesting, and it will take me some time to read and absorb it all. Post number 20. He hasn't been on for a while. All right. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, he's not talking about nothing there. Not talking about nothing there. Okay, what does it say here? Okay, Malachi, where do you get the facts from? Let's look again at the name Esau. What is the meaning of the name? And what about the name Jacob? Do you think that the meaning of his name means supplanter? And if yes, then why? He comes back. He says, refer to post number 20. Not do over as far as my source. Lexical aids to the Old and New Testament, concordant, strong dictionaries from Aramaic, Hebrew, Greek, Arabic. Plus, I am trying to learn how to speak the language, which is not easy. The reason I said easy like that, because he wrote it like that. He did easy. Okay, sorry. There are two kinds of people. There are ones that just accept anything that they're taught and base their life on it. And others analyze and scrutinize everything that they're taught before they base their life on it. Belief is for the believer. That's the first. It doesn't deal with facts. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about there because my belief is based off facts, but there is also faith. So I get what you're trying to say. trying to say. I see a picture that's a fact. We might look up pictures of Esau or Esau or Yasu in a little bit, but not before we check out something else. Okay? I'm hinting on something, but let's save it. Let's save it. All right. All right, here we go. All right. All right, here we go. You see what's his name? Help the Paw. Help the Paw. That's his name. Help the Paw. You see the Help the Paw Muslims not only name Jesus as the prophet Esau. So Esau is a prophet now, right? As a prophet Esau, but Quran also acknowledges Esau as one of the 26 main prophets of Islam. Esau as one of the main 26 prophets of Islam. Years ago, searching events of Genesis and looking on the facts, not narrators' opinions, I have noticed that Esau was blameless. Innocent. According to the events of Genesis, Esau was loving, caring, and forgiving of his brother and son. Right. He was an example for humanity, a prototype of Christ. Woo! That boy jumped off the bridge with that one, didn't he? Goodness. Wow. Whoa. Let's read that again. No, let's not read it again. However, it is so, and Esau was such a perfect slave of Allah. Slave of Allah, if you ever heard of slave of Allah, you go to the Middle East, they call black people Abid Allah, meaning slave of Allah. And you're just like, you're looking at them like, what the heck you just say to me? And they're like, no. You're like, what'd you say? What'd you call me? You call me a nigger? You know, so, yeah, Abid Allah, slave of Allah. Go to the Middle East, they'll call you that. However, it was so, and Esau was such a perfect slave of Allah, wouldn't be at least mentioned in the Holy Quran. So, saying if Esau was so perfect, why is he not in the Quran? Okay, but my question is, Esau was such a reject. Why was he not in the Quran? Did Muhammad not get that portion? That portion was very important when he was getting the breakdowns concerning his own history. But did he decide to just omit Esau? Let's find out. Because they're going to give the reference in the surah. Studying the Holy Quran, I was researching for biblical patriarchs, patriarchal figures, and I have found most of them. However, I cannot find Esau. Where are you, Esau? You seem to have disappeared amongst the face of the earth. It was Ahmed Deedat, who we read about in the other page, who opened my eyes and made me notice something extraordinary. In his lecture about the true name of Christ, Ahmed Deedat, an Arab, a famous Muslim scholar, tells us that the true name of Christ was not Jesus, but Esau. Esau. Now we know the name of the true name of the Messiah is not the true appointment of the Messiah is not the anointed Roman Christos, and it is not the name Jesus, Iesus, but Esau. So he's saying Jesus is Esau, the name which was also given to the firstborn and beloved of Isaac. So we figured out that the name ain't Jesus. So it's like, throw it away. Zeus. Yeah, possibly. But before those civilizations even came up upon their Zeus, who were they worshiping? Esau. Believe it or not, the Edomites were following Esau. In spirit. Are they following him in name? Man. The name which was also given to the firstborn beloved son of Isaac. Knowing now that searching for Esau in the Quran, I have to look for the same name as Christ's name, as stated to read Quran again. And Eureka! Eureka! He found something. Hidden in Surah 4, between the other patriarchal prophets, there he was. Prophet Isa, Iesus, Jesus, Iesus, Esau, the firstborn and beloved son of Prophet Isaac, and son-in-law of the prophet Ishmael, followed by his great-grandson, Prophet Job, protagonist of the book of Job. Surah 4 reads, Surah 4, 163, Verily, we have inspired you, O Muhammad, as we inspired Noah, and the prophets after him. We also inspired Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob, Jacob, and Al-Asbat, the 12 sons of Jacob. Esau, Ayub, Job, Yunus, Jonas, Harun, Aaron, and Solomon, and David, we gave Zabur, Psalms. So he found in Surah 4, (163), Esau. They considered a prophet. Along with our forefather, Jacob, and Al-Asbat, 12 tribes of Israel. So they did write Esau in the Quran. Now, Esau in the Bible is not a prophet. Neither is Ishmael. So they're all sorts of off here, right? But like we checked before, this Esau is Jesus, is their Iesus.